I'm going to lead you through death pose or corpse pose now. So, a word of safety to take this really seriously. If you've had a recent bereavement, if you're feeling under-resourced, sensitive in any way, you may want to give this one a miss. So really only do this if you feel, that you're feeling up for it, you're feeling resourced, you haven't had a loss recently in your life. It can be quite emotional, so we don't just lie down like corpse pose. It's a death meditation, essentially, I'm going to lead you through. So taking some caution. If it's a maybe, that's a no. You can always do it in the future. You don't have to work your way through everything now. So this is one of those ones definitely to miss if you're not feeling too strong, too healthy, too well right now. But assuming you feel up for it and you might want to pause and just think about whether you want to do this, then give it a go. The position is very simple. It's the standard corpse pose from yoga. Your feet are relatively wide, your hands are to the side. You can have a block under the head. Yeah, palms up and eyes closed. So just because I want to teach it, I'm going to sit up, but you stay in the corpse pose. Okay. So allow yourself to feel where your body touches the ground. Be aware that you are breathing. Be aware that you have some warmth. Be aware that you're aware. And know that one day those things will end. We don't know what happens next. You may have beliefs, you might not. But one thing is for sure is we will all die. At least in the present form we are now, we will all die. You will die. Noticing your breathing, that will stop. The warmth will drain from your body. Any little movements you're making will cease. And your awareness will either end or transform. Notice the solidity of your body, that will disintegrate. Maybe you'll be buried, maybe you'll be cremated, maybe something else. The solidity of your body will disintegrate. The movement will stop, the heat will drain, and you will disintegrate, eventually to your component atoms. Maybe the bones are around for a little while, but even those will become calcium, magnesium, maybe in the soil. Will be recycled. Everything you're made of now will be part of something else. You can imagine your body disintegrating, if that's not too disturbing. You will die. People will know you for a little while, but eventually those people too will die. Everyone you know will pass away. Friends, loved ones, people you don't like, people you don't know. Whether you're rich or poor, famous, infamous, unknown, you will die. No matter how clever you are, how pretty you are, how much money you have, we will all die. Our possessions will be given away or sold, passed on. And some trace of us will be around for a while, maybe a few years, maybe a long time. But eventually even that will go. You will die. Maybe quietly, peacefully in the night, in your sleep, maybe suddenly in a car accident or something violent, maybe in illness, maybe in pain, maybe surrounded by loved ones, maybe alone. A sudden heart attack or brain aneurysm. We don't know when, maybe today, maybe in a year, maybe in 50 years, 100 years. But sooner or later it will happen. Again, if it's not too disturbing, picturing some of the ways you could die. Common things. can feel your heartbeat, knowing that that will stop. So my questions for you are, how do you want to live before you die? What qualities do you want to embody? What do you want to do before you die? Or maybe, who do you want to spend the time with? And maybe there's only an answer to one or two of these questions, seeing what comes up. Maybe what comes up is fear, maybe what comes up is gratitude, a sense of tenderness, how precious life is. Notice whatever comes up. Okay, coming out of that, if you're ready, you could always pause this and stay longer. What I'd say is, if you're the first time you do this, you may find it scary or unpleasant or anxiety provoking. Often, if you do it a few times, it gets easier, gets more enjoyable. Often though, there is a sense of gratitude or tenderness, so watch out for that. And really take care of yourself now. So I hope, don't just go on to the next video. Please do write about this, talk about this, go for a walk in nature, do something nourishing, have a shower or a drink or something to eat, whatever you find would be nourishing right now. This can be a strong experience. So yeah, give yourself the care and nourishment that you need right now to process this, to write down the insights you've had. I find these very, very useful, so I hope it's been something useful here for you.